Yeah, so
wasn't clear enough.
You're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Go for it.
Sink.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah, so
Get me the cord.
yeah, so that stupid plastic
Oh,
fucking case thing, like,
It
where did
makes
I
it
put
fuzzy because it's not.
You know we need to buy a new one, right?
dude, it made it like super really bad. Like you'll see it. It's like really bad.
Well, actually, we don't.
Like, and no matter how well I
We don't need
cleaned
to.
it,
That book still has use because it still has the God Machine.
Well, that and
in
it's
it.
like since it's.
yeah, it made it like a
Not bad.
fishbowl kind of a look too on
Yeah.
top of it. So it just looked really bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine for under the water because
It's underwater.
it's underwater, but
Yeah, it was really bad, and I was kind of sad. I was like, fuck, I can't clean these lenses. Why? Oh, yeah, that's why. So we do have a few sessions where it's kind of cloudy, but
I'm over it.
we made.
On the other hand, I do apologize to you, the viewers. But
I don't.
I do apologize for the viewers as well because I did not realize it was going to be that bad because we have no way to view this while it's recording.
not yet.
It's true.
All at once.
Not until some wealthy patron decides that they want to send us money.
$150
We'll take 200.
plus shipping,
We'll take 200.
so 200. We'll overnight it.
Anyways, as usual. Oh, some of you might notice that Sharon is not here. That's unfortunate. You also might be able to hear a voice in the background, which is our roommate who lives here, who is on a Skype call right now instead of doing homework.
Do your
Also
homework,
not
Nick.
listening to me.
Nick, do your homework.
The best part is that, you know, like, I don't know if he'll ever watch this, but eventually when he does, or when it comes out, I'll put it on the big screen so that he can hear me talking about this, like, months from now. If you're ever recording in your own house, by the way, that's probably one of the best uses of recording time. I love it. So... Yeah, Sharon's not here. So we're gonna do something else. The characters have exited Ember Hill Manor, have gone their separate ways, with interest to purchase. Or insert themselves, as it were, into the manor. Presumably, Nikki Swift is dealing with such things. In the interim, however, Nick, what are you doing?
Nick, we are recording.
Okay. I'm not going to stop.
No, you were just...
You made a weird noise,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck was that?
It was my...
What? I can't see that, sorry.
His vape.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, Nikki Swift is presumably handling affairs that she needs to handle, which leaves the three of you to go about your everyday life. That is until such a time as you receive an email. What does it say? I didn't really think about this terribly in depth, at least not as far as the details go, so bear with me.
The GM is loading.
GM loading. She's clicked use on the computer icon and now has to wait.
GM is buffering. I guess that would be more of a
That'd be more accurate.
more accurate for this time of day.
That's fair.
GM is buffering.
The GM is buffering.
He's still using that. He's still using the Athlon process. No, he's using a Pentium 4.
You can tell we're all into computers. That's okay. The subject line says official business : services required. Vanessa Crispin, right?
Yeah.
So the date, an address, and then it says Vanessa Crispin : I've heard about your reputation from some of my technicians as well as industry professionals in the field, and would like to request your presence at my office regarding a matter that is currently under investigation. Please call the following number to set up an appointment with my secretary. Thank you very much for your consideration. Your services are greatly appreciated. Signed, Police Chief Brettinson. And then the official contact information. And then, of course, the standard city email thing at the bottom. This email is intended for, is marked confidential for anyone who is not the recipient, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Legal.
It happens.
You know, that's why I named it Litech. It was like, you handle all these menial tasks that accomplish so many great things. You're the daimyo of exaltation! Anyways. Yeah, so you have the email.
Okay. I guess I call the number. No, wait. No, I don't call the number. That's why I have Diana. Fuck that. I forwarded to Diana. Call this number.
Oh, you just broke confidentiality.
Boom! No, I will actually say that Diana was the one who forwarded it to you initially because I had forgotten about Diana. And that she was your personal assistant and should have gotten that email first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's
My
like,
bad.
I was like, Diana should be taking care of this and be like, hey, by the way, Vanessa, you have an appointment at this time here and go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You bet.
Diana forwarded it to you then. Totally forgot very important NPC.
Whoops. She is slightly important.
Pass me my tablet.
This one?
Yes. So, Diana, yeah, so you basically got the email forwarded to you from Diana. And says, and you can see that it went to your professional account, and she's forwarding it to your personal account.
Mm-hmm.
See it. And then her forward says, meeting at XY time tomorrow.
Cool. So I'm gonna text Detective Mathers and be like, who's this guy?
Alright. Legit.
Does the text literally say, "Who's this guy"?
Yes.
To whom do you refer?
Oh,
What the fuck is this?
This is like a 12-year-old boy.
Would you like me to make one up?
well, aren't you a fucking demon? God damn it! You should know this shit by now. What was his name? Chief? What?
Police Chief Brettinson.
Brettinson. Who's Brettinson?
He's the chief of police.
That's cool. I have a meeting with him.
All right. What'd you do?
Fuck if I know. What haven't I done?
That's fair.
I will say, I'm going to say it's scheduled for 2 o'clock the next day.
Okay.
You want me to be there?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
I'll make an introduction. He has a very high opinion of me.
Cool. That works.
Do you
He's-
tell him what time your meeting is?
Yes.
by the way?
Yeah, she just did.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I'm like,
You have a briefing with him at that time.
I'm like, I do. I'm not gonna tell her that part,
Okay, cool.
just to make it funny.
And it's like, yeah, when she tells you the meeting time, you realize that you have a briefing with him,
Yeah.
which then fills in a whole lot of other gaps.
cool. Alright, sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow at 2-ish. I emailed Diana
That-
back. Hey, thanks.
Brettinson, the police chief, is the one that has the funny answer on my 5
Oh,
questions. He's the one
okay.
that has smoke and mirrors on me. He thinks I'm an upstanding, follow the law, great detective.
That's because clearly you are. It turns into a ghost every once in a while.
Just once in a while.
Spirit.
Spirit, ghost, ephemeral.
Ephemeral being.
I drop my material form.
Meh.
I guess you can't call me materialistic.
I see what you did there.
And I don't
Disappoint?
like it. I don't like it.
Excuse me. Alright, so 2 o'clock. The next day rolls around. Detective Mathers. Detective John Fitzsimmons, his partner. Moral, upstanding guy.
All right.
By the book.
By the book, I'm a police officer.
So we're like
Played by
we're the
Ice-T.
police chief's
Detective.
like favorite team, detective team,
So,
because he thinks we're both these upstanding.
because we are.
You actually
You
are
actually
a police officer.
There's
Not-
nothing. This is fact.
Knock might actually be on the take for several different criminal organizations. He isn't, but he would be if he could.
I also may or may not plan on using my demon powers and abilities in packs to get some people out of crimes and other people blamed for crimes.
Who's to say you haven't already?
Exactly.
And Vanessa Crispin. The 3 of you are... Well, Vanessa is checked into the police precinct
Yes.
and then escorted to the police chief's office. I'm sorry. You are checked into the police precinct. Is there anything you would like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
You are then escorted to the police chief's office.
First time you didn't say punch something.
Well, I'm in the police precinct, so I'm thinking, if I'm gonna punch people, there's probably a chance I may actually have to go loud because I'm in a police
It
precinct.
depends on who you punch.
Suicide by cop.
All of them.
So you are then taken to the police chief's office. She knocks on the door. The police chief says, "Come in." Opens the door.
Mhm.
Vanessa Crispin, sir, and Mathers and another detective are already sitting.
Ah, Detective Mathers.
Greetings. How have you been?
Good. How have you been?
I've been doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
Work's been going really well.
Face visibly
Great.
softens when he realizes you two know each other.
This is my partner,
A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
and of course the police
Detective.
chief, Breton.
Fitzgerald.
Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons.
Fitz.
That was close.
I should actually remember that. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. Simmons.
Police chief motions the door, and the officer who brought you to the office, who escorted you, closes it. Vanessa, Miss Crispin, thank you for coming. Miss.
Miss.
Thank you for coming. Please have a seat.
Okay.
I see that the 2 of you know each other, which is excellent and very well suited to my needs. At this point, there needs to be a little bit of background information. Stuff that Knock is aware of, but that you are not. No.
Bad detective.
Notice I said something that Knock is aware of, that you are not. At some point in the recent past, so within the last 5 years. No, actually, it's been like 6 years now. Oh my god. You're married to a nice lady named Dina, who was the mother of your child. I realized that I said that just as the chair creaked, and I'm like, no.
I was gonna say, what was her name again?
No.
A wonderful woman of 6 years. Her name is.
How are you doing that thing, Mark? Never mind, Scott Pilgrim. Dina. Who's the mother of your child, who's now 7, I want to say. No, 5. 5. Your child was 5. About 6 years ago, before she was pregnant, you guys were still dating at that time. She's a private detective. She's a private investigator, sorry. Licensed, she's worked at the police office before. That's how you got to know her. You met her. So 5 years ago, Dina was instigated as being a part of a sequence of events that culminated in the death of the leader of the Colombian cartel.
Okay.
It was never proven. The allegations against her, well, there weren't actually allegations against her.
There were suspicions.
There were suspicions that she was somehow involved in the murder, but there was no evidence to back it up.
Okay.
So
Good thing we're not in Colombia.
yeah, yeah. There was also. Oh, I think one of the reasons why she got off the hook is because at the time that that El Lobo Blanco, the leader, the White Wolf, the leader of the Colombian cartel, was being murdered, she was involved in a shootout outside of one of the hotels.
Okay.
So she very obviously could not have murdered him because
She was
busy getting shot at.
Okay.
But that didn't stop people from thinking she was still somehow involved.
Correct.
Even though she didn't do it directly.
Correct. The primary source of these allegations was the fact that she did, in fact, have a meeting that was confirmed with El Lobo Blanco regarding a different case entirely, or something that she had been working on that she was not at liberty to discuss with anyone prior to his death. So, being one of the last people alive. Needless to say, Colombians don't like it when you kill their shit.
No.
Especially not when you kill their boss.
No.
So, the precinct as a whole, and the police chief in particular, has kept you very much away from any Colombian homicides. Despite the fact that you were both his star homicide cops. You know, just kind of, let's play it safe. Back to the present.
Okay.
I was like, that's the background information from Fitzsimmons that you need to be aware of.
I am very conscious and aware that Colombians are bad.
The Colombians are totes bad. And that El Lobo Blanco is dead. Dead. Crucified, in fact, on one of the ships.
Oh, okay. Well, when you're a criminal, you get criminal ends.
Yeah. None of the other cartels or mafias would step forward to take credit either.
Okay. So it's just been a murder that's never been solved,
Nope. No one really feels keen on solving it.
done by player characters.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know that the murder was actually done by player characters.
It was definitely a result of our actions.
Absolutely.
Actually, wait, no,
Absolutely.
didn't Brian do that?
Still kind of messed up.
No, because Brian was a bit NPC. Was it Mobius?
I would think it was Mobius.
Oh, yeah. He might have signed the documents.
Yeah.
He might have signed the death warrant. Again, I don't think that the PCs actually killed them, but one of the PCs may or may not have directly hired someone to kill him.
Man. Anyway, he's
It
dead.
happens.
You know, whatever.
60 IQ.
So,
No. platoon.
anyways, so the police chief,
Uh-huh.
we have a problem at the docks,
Yeah. There you go.
and
I don't know this one.
I don't know who I can send.
Mhm.
All of the teams in Vice that would be handling this sort of affair are unsuitable, according to recent intelligence that I've received.
Might take it that this is not a homicide, then.
No, it is not. Not yet. I hope it certainly doesn't become one. The Russian mafia has been on the move. They've been making motions that they're going to take over the docks. Veiled threats here and there, and the Italians and the other gangs of the docks are not particularly taking them seriously. But there have been some strange events as well. We need to get a team investigating. I don't trust Vice. There's been some irregularity in the reports that have been forwarded to Internal Affairs. This matter, however, does demand a certain amount of urgency. You two are my best team, and as much as I don't want to send you back to the docks, I have to. The Russians, this is your part to play, Ms. Crispin.
Mm-hmm.
seem to have an almost supernatural understanding of